Happy noon, Swirly Nation. And welcome back to Cleveland, Ohio. We are in Euclid at the Clifford E. Red or Ice Arena here in Euclid, Ohio for today's matchup between the Toronto Marlboros and your Pittsburgh Penguins Elite. Happy noon, everybody. A beautiful Saturday as you tune in here on Cine TV. Probably have the dual screen going with some college football. I am joined for the first time in the booth, a goalie dad duo. It'll be Mr. Fagan.
Hello, Jer.
How's it going, Dave?
How you doing, buddy?
I'm good. You excited to be on Cine TV?
Nervous and happy. Nervous and happy.
Nervous and happy. We'll have a good time with it here. Little goalie dad duo. Of course, the Squish Tender at home right now. We want to say hi to Squish and my lovely wife watching live on Cine TV. And looks like Grammy, Stetz, Giovanni, Nini, and Andy. All of our top Cine fans live in action on the chat already. I love it.
We need to hear you live back home. Ladies and gentlemen, cheer them on strong.
That'll be an issue. Penalty boxes across the bench, across the way here, and not near a scorer's box. So we had some doors already open there early on as the Penguins are gathered around their goal crease, their pregame tradition.
Looks like we got Fagan in the crease for this game.
Penguins will head to the bench. Odd bench arrangement here. The Penguins bench will be at center ice. The Marlies bench will be the whole way in their defensive zone. I don't know who has the advantage there. It looks like the Penguins with more of like a center ice change opportunity here. Maybe a little bit more accessible in both periods. It could come into play though. The Marlies in the first could potentially make changes while in the D zone because of the proximity of that bench. So, we'll see if that has any play. I definitely think second period, the advantage would have to go to the Penguins. With usually what's a long change for the Pens will be a much shorter, and for the Marlies it'll be a significantly longer change during period number 2. We will bring you the starting lineups. These starting lineups are brought to you by the training table at the Lemieux Sports Complex. In net for the Penguins, number 1, Zeke Fagan. Your defense, it's the slot machines, the lucky sevens, Villela and Starr. And your forwards, number 11, Jack Reel, 43, Cameron Evans, and number 10, Luca Filiaggi. Evans takes a cross-check right off the opening draw. I will say, I absolutely hate these Marley uniform combinations. The Marlies are camouflage. You cannot see numbers or names. As Evans picks one off, darts to the middle. Puck will pop free to Starr. He rims it down behind into the Marley end, pressured by Filiaggi as the puck comes to the near side. A heavy hit by Evans. Will keep the puck alive. Right to Filiaggi. Rolling puck will come off a defenseman and off the shin pad of Reel. It goes with a couple early scoring chances. As it comes to the red line, dumped in by Villela, now gathered by Starr at the Penguins' blue line. Up for Reel. Reel all the way across, an indirect feed. Evans will tap it to avoid an ice. He'll jump off as Filiaggi fires forward on the forecheck. Penguins get a line change here, and they'll have an offensive zone faceoff. Some early physicality, Dave.
Yes, especially on that faceoff.
At opening draw, Evans took a couple cross checks. He delivered a hit up high along the wall here, as well as a in-deep shot by Filiaggi. So the Penguins not shying away from the physicality early. The off their high, controlling the draw down low. McFall knocked over. He'll stay right with it though. Good puck support by the Penguins. The Marlies try to counterattack near side. It'll be gathered in by off their high. D to Kaminsky. Kaminsky to the red line and deep. It'll be McFall on the forecheck. Able to overtake a defender. Had it come off the stick of Hartman. It's Parrish pressuring deep. Chopped out the center by the Marlies. Kaminsky will fire it up and hit a glove of a Penguin player on the bench.
Looks like we got some nice pressure early on here.
Marlies look to be a quick physical team, but yes, the Penguins controlling at least the first 90 seconds or so of this one with a couple good scoring chances and zone time. This is one of those where you kind of see the discrepancy here in some of the kids' sizes. You know, Marley's current center, probably their smallest player. And then you got some absolute monsters on the ice at the same time.
Can we say David and Goliath maybe?
Yeah. As the Marlies counterattack, it'll come through center. Off the right, keeps it there. Look at that little poke check. Hopefully you saw that right in your living room. What a quick little play. He didn't show it early. Just waited for that player to wind up and then just pickle stab that puck was Rylan Ofterhide. He's having a heck of a weekend. He had a goal taken away yesterday, but he also had a fantastic assist. And he had a goal in game one. So he's on the score sheet, but also you see the little defensive plays like that by the Penguin defenseman. As the Marlies move into the Pens end. Can you set things up? Or low pressures. Force things deep. Low will come away with it. Knocked away from him. Brought back out in front. Fegan there to get a pad to it. And ultimately cover it up with the catcher. Faceoff will be in the Pens end on the near dot. It'll be McElmurray. He's flanked by Gostick and Carter. Merlot and Julius, the defense. As the puck forced into the Penguin corner. Carter back to defend. Hounding that puck all the way to the opposite boards. Come free to Merlot. Look at Brody Carter able to come all the way back across. That's a high hit. In a couple of those. Penguins fire into the offensive zone. A shot down low by McElmurray just avoids the stick of Carter and comes off the pad. Penguins were looking for a deflection. A counterattack by the Marlies. 3-on-2 develops as they shoot one. Good glove save by Fegan, and the Penguins back at it. It's a 3-on-2 for them. McElmurray, Gostick, and Stars. Gostick will laser one down low. A heavy blast.
Pens came out to play today.
And up the wall, kept in briefly by Star at the point. Penguins in the midst of a line change. Marlies as well. They gain the zone as Star keeps things to the outside. Good poke check there. Battled for along the wall. It'll come off of Evans, but stay in. It's Filiaggi and Villela. As the puck comes free, a heavy blast.
Nice save by Zeke Fagan.
As Filiaggi will go high up off the glass, it's icing if it's far enough, and it obviously is. That was a good clear. Penguins are kind of pinned in. Zero here in period number one. Good back and forth action so far. Both goaltenders tested a bit. Looks like Filiaggi on the near side faceoff. Slapped to the corner. Rimmed around by Ofterhide. Reel will get there. He just kind of chops at it. It'll be a turnover. And the Marlies are back in. He was trying to spring Evans, who had taken off on like what might have been a set play off that faceoff. And Kaminsky's going to head off here as he hog ties a Marley up high. The Penguins will head to a PK as a bouncing puck will be gathered in by Evans. Touched up. And so with 10:51 to go, the Penguins will have their first shorthanded test here. I want to thank everybody for joining us. 33,487 of you live right now on the stream. Looks like we've added Natalie Parrish to the chat. Her young man having a great weekend as well. 24 will be at the faceoff dot here for the Penguins. It looks like it'll be Shub, Paris, Merlot, and Julius, the four Penguin defenders on the PK. And of course, Fegan in net, always your most important penalty killer is your netminder. They work the outside of the Penguin zone. Low pressures. Player tries to pop free. Shuby reads it. They work out of the corner, trying some give and go action. They'll drive the side of the net. Will come out the side of the cage. Back to the point to regroup. On the outside, a switch by the Marlies. Control at the center point for a shot. Chopped out of the air by Merlot and cleared out of the danger zone. Back to the corner. Cut up along the half wall. Now deep. Penguins keeping things to the outside here so far as we wind past halfway of the PK. Penguins haven't been able to clear, but the Marlies haven't really gotten much towards Fegan as Merlot will get to it. He rims it up the wall. Can Paris chop it by? He can't. Be kept in by the Marlies. Played across, and a good job there by the Penguins to ice that one. A good penalty kill so far, about 1 minute and 10 seconds into it.
They've been strong all weekend.
Able to keep that puck to the outside. Looks like the Marlies are trying to work give and goes out of that corner. The Penguins, great net front coverage thus far. Oh, your wife chiming in on the chat.
Uh-oh.
Remember, you can chat with us as long as you're a subscriber, and if you're not, I mean, seriously, why not? Just click that subscribe button for us. As the Marlies come off the half wall. A shot coming in low. Wide of the cage. It'll be picked up by Hartman. Penguins short-handed, firing it out to center. Trying to wind the rest of this Kaminsky penalty off. A hold on Kaminsky. He'll come onto the ice. Penguins at full strength.
That was a good penalty kill by the Pens, Jer.
Marlies back to the Penguin line. No high stick as the Marlies were able to get to it. Poked up the wall. It'll be gathered in by Hartman. Good feed. Here comes McFall. He has it poked. There's a defense Twigs out there. As McFall will drive in and gets one short side attempt that's kicked aside. A switch attempt by the Penguins is knocked away. It'll be Montgomery retreating to his blue line. Able to get control and find Ofterhide. He's over the red line where he'll rim it in. Hartman in a bit of a headlock there at center, and he chops the legs out, so he gets away with one there. Penguins got to be careful in those retaliations. Hartman was put in a headlock as he went through the offensive zone there. Ofterhide under pressure on the near side. He'll win that battle and toss it all the way around. And we get a whistle. A hook coming up on the Marlies. No. They are the Marlboros, but their name shortened to the Marlies.
Thought we had a WWE match going on here for a second there, Jer.
Yeah. Looks like Brian Carter going to jump in the Sinbin here with the Marley player. Making sure those doors get closed. He looks good in the penalty box, Brian Carter.
That's a team player for you right there.
Face off in the Marlies' end is tossed back out to center. Kaminsky trying to win a race here. Marley player blows an edge. Kaminsky will come away with it. He'll toss it around now, Evans. We did see the Penguins struggling a bit on the breakout with the PK. They're able to gain the zone this time. Off the ride to Evans. Evans to the middle for Kaminsky. Driving right down Main Street. Couldn't get the shot through. Getting there. Filiaggi trying to keep it the line was real. It'll come free to center for Evans. Evans to the outside. Tossing it in, chasing it down himself. As it's rimmed to the point for Ofty. Ofty back down the wall looking for Filiaggi. It'll be swiped out the center by the Marlies. Ofterhide with it. Kaminsky. One touching to Filiaggi. He has it rejected at the line. Kaminsky will try again. And we got
up in the net.
I believe it went up to the netting. Lower boards here in the end zones. They have netting all the way around except on the far side. But we will notice like the boards do not extend up high behind the goaltenders. We often see that. So those higher dump-ins aren't going to catch that glass.
Both defensive sides look pretty strong here and keeping them outside.
So the Penguins with 33 left on the power play. We're going to see Paris, Gostick, Carter, Merlot, and Julius. The 5 flightless birds. Low to Julius. Julius to the line. He'll dump it past Gostick. Carter up to get it. Rimmed around by the Marlies. Kept by Merlot. Oh, he just couldn't corral it. And the Marlies stream back short-handed. Be defended well. Potential odd man rushes. Parrish drives in between the defense. Couldn't get all the way through to get a shot off, but is able to pick it up in the corner. They'll protect. Using the body to control that puck as he comes across the top of the zone. Wiring one in front that's batted about by the sticks. It'll come back free to Paris. Julius up top. Down low to Paris. One hands it towards the cage. He's sent back to the wall by the Marlies as they come through center. Power play over for the Pens. So each team able to get a kill early in this one. Marlies will retreat all the way back to their line. They had it in the zone. Gostick delivers a hit. He might have gotten the worst of that. Lowe will chop it to the corner. Julius plays it. He's run into, but Parrish will pick it up along the wall. Tries to hit Gostick. His pass rejected, but right back to him. Parrish in, wiring one at the cage. Good blocker side stop. Again, the Marlies are in these camo uniforms. Penguins are in black. As the Penguins pull it out from along the line. One chance, two chances. That one, I think, went off the side of the cage by Shube. Saw that net move. I thought maybe it was in. It was behind.
I was getting ready to jump out of my seat for a second.
Shube crashing back in his own end will get control. Tossing it indirect off the boards to Starr. Starr trying for Hartman. It'll elude the Penguin forward, and it'll be an icing. With 5:23 to play, a 0-0 game. A bit of back and forth action, Dave.
Yes, it has been. It's been a fast-paced game, actually, this first period.
Both teams doing well on the rush. Penguins had that early territorial advantage. Then we've seen a couple power plays, one each way. And the play's been pretty even, I think, since then.
Had some nice shots there on that last go-about.
Shube pressures. Marlies will come away with it. Shube with a block shot now. He'll reverse to Starr. Good read. Giving Jake Starr a little bit of space. He's angled. The puck taken away. Penguins clear here. They need to get out over that line. They will. It'll be Hartman finding McElmurray. McElmurray finds the shoulder of a Marley and dumps it in. Hartman up on the forecheck. Crashing down McElmurray. He'll knock the puck free. But it'll ultimately be gathered in and brought through center by Toronto.
Good defensive play there.
Penguins with good gap and physicality there as Starr will poke it. Takes a hit to make a play. Shube scoots down the boards. And it's put back in on an offside play by Toronto.
I like that Blazing Sevens duo in the back there, Jer.
Looks like your son jumps on and my wife. We got the chat just blazing. Lots of Let's Go Pens out there.
How many likes can we get today with this game for my first time on?
I'm going to go with like 1.2 mil. That'll be our.
That'll be a record, huh, Jer?
Yeah, target. Here's Ofty. Rimming it back up the wall for Evans. Uses the body, comes away with the puck, gets it out to center, all the way between the legs of a defenseman. Can Jack Reel get to it on the forecheck? He's able to, freeing it up for Filiaggi's backhander that screeches through the crease. Puck played back out to center by the Marlies, gaining the red line is Kaminsky. He'll dump it in. Filiaggi up after it. Controlled by Toronto. Tossed around the outside. Good pressure there by Reel, knocking a player to the ice. Finding Filiaggi. He tried for Evans. Good defensive play. Has a little stick hold there on Reel. Evans cutting through. Couldn't knock the puck away. It'll be Filiaggi now. And the Marlies will be offside.
We got some strong play going both ways here, defensively and some offense.
Penguins will have a face-off in the neutral zone. Tied up is Evans. It'll pop to Filiaggi. Right to Kaminsky, who sends it out to center. Marlies trying to regroup. Forecheck pressure coming from Reel now. Off the stick of Filiaggi. A rolling puck gathered in for a wrist shot. Up in the air off of Fagan. He'll keep it out a second and third time.
Oh, there was a save. That puck was about 8 foot over his head. Didn't know where it was.
Able to pick it up as it came back down and stay strong and square. As that puck bounced around in front, he was able to get covered up, and the Penguins will get a whistle. Thanks for joining us again here, City TV. As the Penguins battle the Toronto Marlboros. Called Toronto, the Marlboros, the Marlies, lots of nicknames. Julius tries to come away with it. He'll spin it to the line no further. Rolling puck will come off the fine wine Merlot. Evans with a lift along the boards, but kept at the point. Off the glove of Filiaggi. Couple bounces going the Marlies' way here. As that shot will rim all the way out to center ice, though.
Heat was taken out of the kitchen there.
Puck passed off of Reel's skate. In come the Marlies with speed, cutting to the middle. There's Fagan, big, strong, and holding tough to that post.
Huge save, huge save.
That kid was flying in. It's one of those where that goalie sees that player coming with that much speed. One bump by a defenseman, you know you're getting trucked.
He held his crease there, protected that home.
Excellent job.
We've got 2:46 left in the first here, Jer. See if we can get a point on the board.
Puck will be tossed up. McFall tracking it with speed as it poked away at the last second. Battle in behind. Tossed all the way around again by the Marlies as they try to reverse the attack. Carter will tie things up just inside the line. It'll pop free into the stick of Star, who lifts it up into the Penguin bench. Face-off will come outside of the Penguin line in front of the Zamboni door. What would be the Penguin bench if the bench went down that far?
It is an odd setup.
McFall up on the forecheck, dogging the puck, forces a dump in, no icing. Star back. That's interference.
There's a heavy hit.
Carter was going for the puck, nowhere. The player just took him out. That's it. That should have been an interference call there. You got to be, the puck's got to at least be. As it's dumped in by the Penguins.
That was definitely an interference there.
We play on. Harris. As McFall will jump in and slap it down. Another icing here. I think we have Jess Hartman on the chat too. She goes full emoji. Jess Hartman with the emoji. I like it.
Give us some shout outs there, Penguin Nation.
Emoji chat. Alfterheid will rim it all the way to the opposite point, and it'll carry to center. Marley's back to set things up. Poked that by Paris.
Nice dump.
Able to delay and wait for an onside. McFall will get there. Poked into the corner by Paris. Pulled on by McFall. He's run into. The Marley gets the worst of that. But they're able to get control and send it all the way to the Penguin line. Off their high, trying to counterattack. It goes right between like three Penguins. Nobody could get a twig to it. Back come the Marlies. A little touch with speed. Good back pressure from Carter. Pokes it free. Can he weave it out the center? It's kept in at the line. McFall back to Ofterheid. Ofterheid will go off the boards out the center and just clear that zone. Marlies will dump it in now. Fagan back to set it up. One thing Squish has been working on, playing the puck. Zeke very good at it.
He's looking good in those extra practices he has too, Jer.
A bouncing puck. Chop that. Controlled by the Marlies. In danger. And right there's Paris to take it away.
Awesome stick checking there in the defensive zone.
Paris. Down the wing. Trailing him is Gostick. In front of the net, Shub. To be knocked away. And all the way to the point for Merlot. He'll put it back to the corner. The Penguins forwards were coming out as Merlot dumped that in. So the Penguins will gather control at center. It's Gostick with speed. All the way down the right wing side for a heavy drive on net that finds the mid. A great shot.
That was 58. A blister.
Love seeing that.
He has a blister shot either way.
It'll be an offensive zone face-off for the Penguins.
10 seconds left in the period here.
The first period winds down. The Marlies try to clear. They will do so past Merlot. No icing. I don't love that no icing call there. It gives that opportunity for an extra hit. Maybe a Penguin touched it. I'm not sure. Luckily, Merlot was not run into from behind too violently.
Strong showing from both teams here in the first period.
Yeah, I think the Penguins carried kind of early. I think the Marlies have counterattacked a bit. But we've seen those scoring changes. That great shot by Gostick there towards the end. So a quick first period, I feel like.
Strong back checking as well.
Not a ton of whistles. Both teams doing a good job keeping things to the outside. Looks like Mr. Shub going to jump in the sin bin as well. They look like it's a party down there. Like they need like a charcuterie board or something.
I don't know. It looks like we got a full Penguin staff here on board.
Yeah, we got
scorekeeping and the penalty box.
We got DJ Ofty, flanked by his partner Villela. And we got the sin bin buddies, Carter and Shuby. I can't tell, but that might be a high noon being passed back and forth. I'm not going to say it is. I'm just going to say it's possible. Now we'll see if that change comes into play here, Dave. We'll go to the second period. We're going to switch sides here, and the Marlies will have the ability to change in their offensive zone really readily. But the Penguins can get a pinned in their own end, it's a long, long change.
I think this is going to favor the Pens here this second period. Going left to right. It's definitely an odd setup.
It'll be a center ice face-off. The Lucky Sevens on D. Montgomery, Gostick, and Shuby up front.
There's another cross-check to the back off the face-off.
Yeah. They do it on the opposite side of the official. It's planned as the Penguins will dart in off sides. So when they open those faceoffs up, there's a referee over by the scores box. Obviously, one dropping the puck has his back turned, and you give an extra shot over here on the side. If we see it again. Jumping in front was a Marley player. Penguins won the draw, but the Marlies were able to take it away. Star. Now Villela, who's knocked down. Marlies come streaking right down. And I don't know what the call is.
I didn't
Face-off's
see it.
coming out of the
Offsides?
zone. I don't know.
That was a very
Penalty.
delayed offsides.
Looks like no. Puck maybe went up in the netting. Off of a Marley stick, so that's why they're going to bring the face-off out of the zone.
Thanks for the clarification there, Jeremy.
So that rising shot missed the cage and found the net up above. We said lower boards here. Lower glass, I should say. The boards are standard height. The glass behind the net. As Gostick this time jumping in.
There's a nice tie up there by Cash on the face-off.
Yeah. That's where those active wings like Jack Gostick right there come in so valuably. Penguins trying to get out of their own end here as it's tossed up the wall. We get a penalty. Arm is raised. I'm not sure who it's on.
It appears to be on the Marlies there, Jeremy.
A rough on the Marlies, and we see these rising hits when players get their arms up in the air. You got to be playing the puck. That's the rule. You've got to be trying to play the puck. The Marlies getting called for a penalty. The Penguins will head to the man advantage.
Zeke actually has a shorter distance to go this time to get to the bench as opposed to other rinks.
(11, 10, 43, 34, and 88 in black. As the Penguins try to get a goal with a power play here. It'll be Evans along the wall. Low to high to Kaminsky. Off of a stick, and Kaminsky loses his twig. Puck bounces around. It'll be into the Penguins' end, off their high tracks. Tossed back to the corner. It'll be Filiaggi to it. Sending one up the center, put back in by the Marlies on an offside play.
That was a nice heads-up play by the offense to get back and help out while Kaminsky was getting his stick.
Evans picked it up. I'm not sure you're allowed to do that. Handed it to Kaminsky. No call. I don't think you can pick up another player's stick. Kaminsky over to Evans. In
Nice
front.
pass.
Nice feed to Filiaggi. As Evans was trucked over by the Penguin boards. No call. Shot by Real goes
there. We go.
And the rebound sits there for Filiaggi as the Penguins strike on the power play.
Can I take one out of Mike Lang's book here, Jer?
Go for it.
Scratch my back with a hacksaw.
So in the neutral zone, Evans able to make a play. He gets dumped hard against the wall. But his little touch pass to Filiaggi frees it up. Evans looks to be in a bit of distress. He'll play on. And that was a late hit in that danger area about 3 foot from the boards. But nonetheless, it was Filiaggi able to find Real, who got a heavy shot that went off the iron and came right back to Filiaggi's stick. See, now that's one right there where the Penguins are going to need to return some of these physical plays. You know, the Marlies getting physical, the Penguins handling it well. We need some of the big boys to step up here. And
nice save by Fagan.
a beautiful kick save on a point shot as Real cuts through the middle of the ice. Poking it forward as Filiaggi on the outside. Evans in the high slot. He'll go backside to Filiaggi. And they play tick. Jack. Joe, you got to pick the guy up going to the net. Nobody grabbed Filiaggi there, and what a dish by the real deal, Jack Real.
That was a beautiful pass and setup.
2 straight Penguin goals on one shift by number 10.
Pens are alive today, folks.
And they jump out to a 2-0 lead early in the second. It'll be Paris at the dot. Pulling up the Marlies, trying to set one up to the backside. Stick of Paris there, or of McFall there. Julius now Merlot, up for McFall.
Well, there's a cross check to the back.
He got in there with the arms. I'll give him that one.
Been seeing a lot of that go this week, though.
It's been a physical game. Here's Julius twisting with it. Sending it to the
Nice
outside.
pass.
He's got Paris. What a feed. Brady Paris drives in, pulls it to the backhand one, hands it at the net. Good save by the goaltender, but the Penguins control now. Shot from Julius as Hartman ducks and allows it to fly through.
I feel some heat on the opposite end here, Jeremy.
Good play there by the Penguins. Paris drove in, and what a Julius there up high.
Looked like he was trying to bring it back to his forehand so he could sneak it back around.
It'll be Paris back on the faceoff. Hartman up to the point, Julius.
Ooh.
He gets decked as he tried to dump it in. Another up high hit as the Marlies come back as cross ice feed misses the cage, crashing back Paris to keep the player from pulling it around.
What a defensive play there.
Puck bouncing around in front of the net.
Nice save by
Fagan will keep
Fagan.
it out. Cleared by the Pens. I thought Coach Kevin was pointing at something. He's holding on to the glass behind. As the Marlies try to weave out of their own end. Penguins leading by a pair here. 2 goals in one shift, 1 on the power play. As Julius will slap it up to Hartman. Hartman over for Paris. Paris has McFall. He'll find
There
him.
goes MJ.
McFall in. Forehand, backhand. As he's decked from behind, kind of have his legs taken out. He looks to be okay. They battle on. I mean, I don't think it was a penalty. It's just kind of his legs were taken out as he got to the net. Good battle play. As the Penguins will pick one off. McFall
He looks like he's hurt there.
He does look hurt. I thought he was up and back at it. He looks to be a little hobbled.
That was
The
an
Penguins will
awkward.
be offsides.
That was an awkward fall into the boards.
Yeah, especially tied up with someone. So McElmurray. Take a face-off. Be controlled by the Marlies. Weave to the inside. Good pressure coming from the Penguins. Get it to the outside wing for a shot that comes off. Fagan, good rebound control to keep it wide. Poked up by Gostick. Can he break free? Gostick and Carter in a potential 2-on-1. Gostick in, firing high short side. Misses. Just missed it wide. It'll be kept at the line by the Penguins, though. Come back to the corner. Gostick after it. I'll move it behind the net. Come up the wall where McElmurray hit. Be controlled by the Marlies, though. Good poke check by Gostick. He's on sides as he'll tap it back to Starr. Starr driving down the wing. Takes a bump, but gets it deep and checks it himself.
Starzy's still going.
He's still up on the puck and centering pass.
Oh.
McElmurray decked as he got the shot off near side. Good hard shot, just missed the cage. Real,
Nice pass.
Mr. Apples right now with the assists. Able to find Hofterheide for a shot from the near wall that's covered up and held.
Yeah, some golden opportunities there. Strong play by the Penguins in the offensive zone.
And Penguins withstanding the shots they've taken as Montgomery was dumped there. As he got that shot off, I would love to have seen that find the back of the net. As Kaminsky has it go past him at the point, it'll be off their hide, chasing it down. No icing. Up for real. All the way across. Eliagi now. Evans pops free. In. Rolling puck.
Oh.
But it don't matter. A rolling puck gathered in, and Cameron Evans says, do you mind if we dance with Joe Dates? The Penguins lead 3-0.
Cam Evans beat that goalie like a rented mule.
A 3-0 lead now. $11 with that feed again, this time on a breakout. They say an apple a day. I think Jack Reel has 3 to 3 days worth. As Alfterheide will rim it around. Evans off the boards looking to get the Filiaggi. He'll be kept at the line. Evans run into as the Marlies control at center. Reel hounds the puck as they weave. Just Warner, he's a talented defenseman for the Marlies. Looks like he's going to try to do it all himself here. His centering pass comes off a few players to the outside. Warner back to the puck. Evans will get there, up off the glass, and he'll find Reel. Evans dumped in front of the Marley bench with a cross check as Reel breaks free. This official in the back needs to call one of these.
Doesn't look like anybody wants to call anything right now, Jared.
You know, the puck was all the way back. Reel was flying into the offensive zone, and Cameron was getting double teamed in front of behind the play. Just a thought.
Harris almost sprung Hartman open for a wide open pass there.
Just offsides at the line. So we'll have a face-off in the neutral zone. Harris to take the face-off. Poked forward by Merlot all the way to the Marley end. Flicked up puck will come off of a forward. The Marlies weave through center, crisscrossing. Good defense there by the Penguins. Staying in communication as Julius is run into a wall. Good communication, though, by the Penguins defense. As Hartman dumped, and it'll be an ice offside play.
I know, it almost looked like that ref was going to call something on that one. Arm went up and went back down real quick.
It'll be an offsides, it looks like. It'll be Paris to the dot. Finishing the checks I don't mind. It's the stuff behind the play. You gotta get a handle on the officials. That's where games get out of hand, to be honest. It'll be Hartman. Up off the boards to Villela. Down for Shub. Shub knocked off the puck. Here come the Marlies. All the way across for Starr to play it up off the glass. Can he pop Shub free? Just disrupted, and it'll be an offside play on the Pens.
Shuby was ready to go back in there and get that one. Jeremy, thank you for letting me come on today.
Thank you for jumping on. It was like having the help. Will be forced all the way to the Penguins' end for Fagan to set up. Flicking it to the outside. A rolling puck there. Paddled forward and sent up the wall by McFall. Gostick to it. Montgomery will get control. Gostick cuts all the way across the neutral zone. He has it taken away. Here come the Marlies, twisting into the Pens' end. Montgomery will stand up a player as it's rimmed around. Fresh change at the point by the Marlies. Keep it in. To the corner, setting it up behind the net. Here's Starzy. Starzy up off the wall. Comes off of Gostick. He was looking for somebody to come in and hit him. He's welcoming it. As the Marlies come back the other way, potential 3-on-2,
nice
broken up by
stick.
Gostick. Penguins counterattacking with speed. They'll carry down the right-hand side. It's Gostick into the middle. Montgomery, a wrist shot that flutters up and almost tricks the goalie. That was a tough one.
That goalie had go-go gadget arms to bring that one down.
it came ramped up off the defender's stick on his stick-on puck deflection and just kind of rainbowed in. If that goalie is already down, if he doesn't track that well, that will go right down his back and into the cage.
That's what we like to call a rainbow goal.
Bostic bumping a player off the faceoff as he carries it into the Pens end, tries to pull around a couple Penguin defender. That won't be successful. It's up the outside. Bostic avoids a hit, gets his stick on it, and the Penguins try to spring him, and it'll be icing. We're trying to get, Bostic almost got the angle there. If it just had checked up a bit.
Jack was seeing goal on that one.
He was without something, maybe, I don't know what he picked up over here, butt end maybe, of his stick came off. So defensive zone face off now. The Marlies controlling, Penguins clearing. Off of a Marley stone, though, they will say icing. I thought it hit the defender, but I guess not. And it was up in the air, so a good call. Even though it went by the defender, still an icing on the Pens. It'll be a D-zone draw. We're just over halfway through the game. Penguins leading by a field goal. 3-0. It's Ofterheide. It's high up off the glass, trying to spring Reel, who was flying through the neutral zone. It'll be the Marlies controlling, though. Good stick on puck by Kaminsky. A short side shot on Feggins underneath the Penguin goalie.
Got a little after activity here going on. Great save by Fagan.
Good save on that short side as he plays Twister, ensuring that puck is out.
You know what? I can't remember ever seeing my kid play Twister. My wife might disagree with me on this one, but he had the move going on.
He had like left foot green there to keep that puck out. It'll be Filiaggi on the faceoff again. Chopped to the corner by the Marlies, controlled by Julius. He goes up the near side wall. Brought up back into the middle by the Marlies. Good defensive play to keep it to the outside, and Reel will chop it out to center. Evans up on the forecheck. He and Reel teaming up to disrupt the Marlies breakout. We'll try again. Evans back up on the puck, angling to the outside. Filiaggi follows on as they cut to the middle, weaving through.
And there's a big save by Fagan.
And the Penguins counterattacking. Near side, it's Reel. Feathers one across, just couldn't find Evans. He'll chop it back behind the net. Reel in front for Filiaggi. Just couldn't pull it through on his backhand. Evans will chop it one. It'll come free to Merlot. Blocked by Evans in front and cleared by the Marlies.
Wow.
Good scoring chance there for the Pens.
Pens are looking strong here.
Evans with a one-touch, springing Filiaggi for a heavy shot. That's into the paraphernalia now.
That was a ripper by Filiaggi.
Great shot. Great Scott, great shot. Back to the Future reference.
Those are great movies, by the way.
Awesome. It was just on TV the other day. I watched like two in a row. As Paris goes forward with a shot.
It's wide open.
Rebound was unable to be corralled by Carter. Good. Another high-end scoring chance there by the Penguins. They've really kind of taken over here in period number 2.
That they have.
Shuby up on the forecheck. Counter-attack by the Marlies through center. Ripping through a couple players is Paris as he knocks down a Marley.
That was
Set
nice
up by
play.
Starr. He'll find Villela. Now Shub. Shub finds Paris. Paris into the offensive zone. Has it knocked away, but he's right back to it. He'll find Carter. Carter turning it in front, looking for Shuby. Shuby will come together with a defenseman behind the cage. Carter will follow on the forecheck. Poked at by Paris. Kept in by the Penguins. It'll be swiped out the center, and back come the Marlies. Can they counterattack? They won't get past 77 Starr as he drives up into the offensive zone, and he'll dump it in.
He's still going, Jeremy.
He'll track it himself. Rimmed around by the Marlies. Pressured by Shub. Paris back defending as they Marlies come through center. A nice through feed there. And a physical play by Ofterheide to bump that player to the outside.
That was great heads-up play.
Shuby will find Ofterheide. Ofterheide off the backhand of Paris. No icing as it was tipped. Penguins will get a line change. Right up on the forecheck is McFall. Cross-ice feed by the Marlies as they come through center. It's disrupted. Ofterheide now, up off the boards. Off the stick of McFall.
No icing here, Jer. I didn't make it the whole way.
It'll be Ofty. Now Kaminsky. Kaminsky. Hartman. Hartman couldn't get a stick to it. It'll come off of a Marley, though, so no icing. McElmurray, indeed. He'll battle for the puck. McFall following on. Hartman stepping down from that F3, but it'll be a 3-on-2 opportunity. Warner again for Toronto as he carries. Tries the center one. Bouncing puck will go right over the stick of a Marley. Penguins trying to counterattack. Just couldn't clear the zone. Hartman, battle along the wall, now Ofterhide. Ends with a little bit of space here. Able to chip it up the boards and out the center. Following on McFall. Can he crisscross with McElmurray? He has it poked away before he can fire that one in front. Back come the Marlies. We play a little back and forth here. Warner back to it. Tries to weave through. That'll be defended by Merlot. It's knocked out of the air. A Penguin running into Fagan. Got to get out of that crease there.
I wouldn't say running in there. He was laid into him.
Filiaggi will find the fine wine. Up off of Filiaggi and in on net for a cover.
That was a heavy hit that blew our Penguin player back into Zeke, knocking Zeke off his skates.
It'll be an offensive zone draw here for the Penguins. Julius and Merlot at the top. Filiaggi at the dot. They'll throw both of them out.
We got 2:28 left in the second here.
Reel to the face-off. Evans will dart in, get it, and fire it back to Merlot. Rimmed around for Filiaggi. It just hops over his stick. Evans pokes it further. Filiaggi knocked out. The Marlies try to counterattack. It'll be 1-on-3 as they have it knocked away by the fine wine. Evans is clearing a tap, no good. He'll stay with it, though. Poking at the puck. Finally dislodging it right to a Marley who spins one wide of Fagan. Rebound controlled by the Marlies, but cleared by Merlot up to the point, no further. Shot from the point, kicked to the outside by Fagan. A bouncing puck brought back in. Fagan's pads there to say no. The big pillows keeping that one out. And this time a glove save, and it's cleared and iced by the Pens. They needed to get that out of there.
The heat is out of the kitchen once again.
Smart play.
Zeke looking strong in that, Jer.
He is. Those couple kick saves there were tricky as Marlies are trying to get the puck into that danger area in front of the Penguins' net. Penguins trying to hold on to this 3-0 lead. 1:42 to go in the second frame. It'll be Filiaggi as the puck lofts up and into the netting. Fresh defense pair, 77-7. The Casino Kids. We need like a Bet Rivers or something sponsorship out here for that D pair. An NIL deal. The Penguins toss it up and bounces off the wall, comes out the center. Reel tracks it, able to get control. Jack Reel in with a short side shot that'll come off the goaltender.
Just wide.
Oh, did it miss the net?
Yes, it did.
I thought it caught the shoulder of the goalie. Maybe not. Carl gains center red and dump it in. Back deep together are the Marlies. Kicking it past Evans. Counterattack up the boards. Swiped in front of the Marlies bench. They'll track it down themselves. A centering pass. Bounces off of everybody. Good stick on puck there by Reel. Put his stick out, got a piece of it as it's cleared by the Penguins. I feel like the Marlies are pushing here. They're pushing here late in this period, trying to get one. It's been probably about 2 or 3 minutes of Marley advantage here. And here's another one, picked off. Penguins got to be careful. They got to play smart. 40 more seconds, get a little break. It'll come off of Carter's stick. Carter, a fresh Penguin body, though, which is important. Penguins defense was able to change. Here's
play.
Villela poking it out the center. He'll spin it back to the middle behind the back pass, intercepted. Penguins in the middle of a line change. It's a potential 3-on-2 here. As the Marlies drag it around a defender and try a short side shot.
Another leg save by Fagan there.
Starr with a block. A centering pass will be cleared up by the Penguins. Will it slow down enough? No,
we got an icing.
So with 5.2 to play, we'll head back to the Penguins' end.
A few points here, Jer. I think we've had more than one goalie on the ice back in that defensive zone.
Yeah. Couple block shots. Starr with a big one there from the point. Rio was able to get that weird. He got the stick right at the point of contact and blocked that slap shot.
Deke had a nice deflection out there by poke checking that to keep it away from the crease.
His leg pads have gotten a workout in this one. As the Penguins clear, it'll end the second period. They lead by a field goal here in Euclid. It's kind of an interesting rink, like an older barn here. Outside is like a swimming pool playground. We never get to see it in action because we're always here in the dead of winter.
I've never even noticed that pool back there. I say we freeze that one over and have an outdoor competition.
Let's go. I'm all for it. They do have snow out there. They take all the Zamboni ice and they push it out back. So there's literally snow piles sitting outside. It hasn't snowed in Ohio yet, but
I was ready to go make some snowballs. We had 2 strong periods by both teams here, but Pens are hanging in there and being the dominating factor today.
Yeah, the Penguins carried that second period. Late in the period, we saw that pushback from the Marlies. A couple good scoring chances, better saves by Fagan. But yeah, I mean, and some tic-tac-toe plays. The couple goals by Filiaggi from Real, and Real's pass to Evans too, where Evans was able to pop free on the breakaway. You know, just a string of 3 goals in quick succession is the difference in this one. Now the Penguins will have to withstand, I think, a little bit more push from the Marlies. You know, we've actually, I feel like, seen that the Marlies have gotten better as the physicality's dialed back a little bit.
They have.
They almost overplay the hit at times and get out of position, which is what's allowing that Penguin transition game. And that's what you've seen, the Penguins in transition scoring goals. So I think as the Marlies have stopped getting more out of position, chasing a hit, they've played a much better hockey game. And we saw in the last 2-3 minutes able to create a number of chances.
They've gotten stronger, but I think they're still in shock with this Penguin team.
So the Penguins will try to add to this 3-0 lead and get another insurance goal. It'll be Gostick, Parrish, Carter, Ofty, and Kaminsky.
If you're just listening and not watching, we're going right to left now, folks.
So we'll switch sides. We'll put 15 minutes on the clock, and we'll settle this one on a 200-by-85 sheet of frozen water. It'll be Kaminsky up for Parrish. Parrish twisting with it, sending it cross ice to Gostick. Gostick fires one in on net. It'll be covered up and held by Lawson, the Marley netminder.
That yeah, I can talk here today. That netminder had that one seen the whole way.
It'll be Gostick at the dot, trying to win it back to Parrish. Controlled by the Marlies, sent up off the glass, kicked down by Kaminsky and kept in. Then in behind. Gostick delivers a shoulder check. Good job there. Good, hard, physical play. The Marlies will come back through center. Gostick hounding them from behind, and the Marlies will be offsides.
Good call by the referee there. Had that one seen the whole way.
Faceoff will come outside of the Penguins' end. Marlies getting a change. Rolling puck slapped into the Penguins' end. Back to get it, Kaminsky. He'll invite contact as the puck's tied up. Work to the point. A bouncing puck will get over the stick of the defenseman. Gostick pressuring it. Working it back to the Penguins' line. Gostick will cut across the blue line on his backhand. Has it knocked away, but right to Ofterheide, who tries to fire one up to Parrish. It's intercepted. As we go back and forth through the neutral zone, it'll be a Marlies dump it. Kaminsky in the corner. D-to-D play to Ofterheide. Ofterheide up off the glass. Another rolling puck will get out. And we get a whistle. I don't know what the whistle was for.
Did it bounce back out?
I don't know. They're going to call offsides. It was right in front of us, but with the angle, I couldn't see where the puck was. Perhaps. Or he just blew the whistle for fun. It'll be McElmurray at the dot. Another cross check here in front of us.
I see another one coming. Ooh. Should be
whacked
letting
in
them
the
back.
head. As the Marlies will dump it in behind Fagan. He'll set it up. Or low back to get it. He's running.
Blistering hit there behind the net.
Shuby hit, but he delivers it right back. Got the better of that one. As McElmurray stood up, and we will get a penalty as he was clotheslined up high. A dangerous high hit. And the Marlies will head to the penalty box.
Pens on a power play.
That's one of those you got to be playing the puck, and he comes right up into the head of McElmurray. Lucky it wasn't head contact called. That could be a 10-minute misconduct or something like that. So it won't be. Number 4 will sit. And the Penguins will head to the man advantage. McElmurray, Schub, Hartman, Merlot, and Julius. The 5 Penguins looking to make this a 4-goal game. Juby to the point for the fine wine. They'll send it across for Julius. Down low, McElmurray, Julius. As the Penguins set up the power play. Julius loses control. It'll be slapped down, icing by the Marlies.
Jeremy,
the Canadian teams hate that rule, by the way.
They do. I was talking to one of the parents from the Toronto team last night. They said they love coming down here, but they got a different set of rules up there and how they play.
Yeah, they don't do. They're allowed to ice on the penalty kill, whereas here in the States you cannot. So, 15 seconds off the power play. Penguins will try to set things up again. Changing units as Evans will dig the puck out. Over to Villela. With a point for Starr. Across to Filiaggi. In front. Whacking at it real. Comes free to Filiaggi. His high shot eludes the cage. Kept at the point by Villela. He'll go deep to Evans. Evans, one touches it behind the net. Rimmed around and, just out of the reach of Filiaggi. He'll gather it at center. Ducking a heavy check. Now Evans gains the zone. Moving to the inside. Tossing it up. He was trying to flip one to Reel. And it came off of a glove. Good defensive play. Creative. Ineffective, but creative. Here's Villela and Starr connected.
That Blazing 7 duo in the back is playing tough today.
Villela will use the body to dislodge the puck. Good hit there.
Better end of the deal on that one.
I don't know. Probably Vincey, but maybe not. Tino's a tough kid. Vincey a couple. The battle along the boards. It's Villela. Now Evans stepping up.
That was a nice play by Evans.
But back come the Marlies, a potential 3-on-1, and they'll be offsides by about 6 steps. It's almost like they forgot there was a blue line.
Jeremy, how many followers do we have? Has that increased since we started the broadcast?
I don't know. Hold on. Our reception here stinks. 1,660 million.
Loving it.
Following along here on Cine TV. As the arm is raised. The Marlies get control, and they're going to call it a trip.
They're going back to the box. Pens on a power play.
A trip will earn the Marlies another trip to the sin bin here. This one for a trip. On the faceoff, he yanked the feet of McElmurray right off from underneath him.
We need another power play goal here.
That would be marvelous. Resplendent.
Simply marvelous. We got a good sheet of music going here in the rink today, Jeremy.
DJ Ofty spinning the tunes for us. From the Red Ore Center as the Penguin power play goes to work now. 12 minutes to play here in the period. Will be controlled by Kaminsky. Off the wall for Schub with speed down the near side. Pulls it to the middle. His shot, he was looking far side. It just, I believe it went off the glove of the goaltender there.
I think you're right on that one.
Work it down low. Hartman back to McElmurray with a shot that's gloved. Beautiful stop by the goalie.
Heavy wrister by Cash the man. Little old school music here.
1:06 left on the power play. Penguins with a good couple scoring chances there. Shuby sent one wide. McElmurray had a glove. Still battle in the corner. Rolling puck comes off of Schub. Arm raised. Faceoff will come all the way back, I think.
We got one down to the box.
All right, a Penguin penalty though. McElmurray with a high stick. I thought they were calling a high stick on the puck.
I'm not
It's
sure.
actually a high stick on a player.
I'm not sure I agree on that one.
If the refs are going to get control of it, I'm fine with that. I mean, we got the tripping call. We've seen a couple more calls here in the third.
We got 4-on-4 here.
56 seconds of 4-on-4 action.
Looks like we might have a timeout.
Timeout Marlies.
Again, parents and fans out there, give a huge
Here's Kaminsky behind Ofterhide.
nice reach pass.
Filiaggi as the Penguins tried to jump one out of the door. Filiaggi will be up on the forecheck, 4-on-4. We'll have a penalty kill coming up here in about 40 seconds for 30 seconds. They're about 32. Penguins are going to try to keep the momentum going here as Ofterhide will clear the zone. Parrish tracking it down. Uses the stick, tried to dislodge that puck.
Nice stick check there by the Pens.
Controlled by the Marlies.
They're keeping them deep in their own end too, Jeremy.
And knocking it away, Filiaggi now Parrish. Parrish at center. As the puck dislodged, but Filiaggi will take it right back. Penguin forward in, onside, winding one. He'll fire it off the blocker side. Power play on now for the Marlies as a bouncing puck just rolls off a Filiaggi stick. It's followed on by Parrish. Parrish stood up. As Filiaggi continues the pressure for the Penguins.
15 seconds left on the penalty kill.
I thought Filiaggi was headed for a changer. He's coming back to angle. Good job there by the Penguins, disrupting the neutral zone flow. A shot from the near side will beat Fagan. A heavy wrister. Finds its way past the glove side, and the Marlies have some life on a power play.
That got a little bit of glove on that one, but it found its way in.
So the Penguins, or the Marlies, get one back, now trailing by a pair. They just need to keep that forward pressure going, the momentum going forward.
The Pens have been strong with that all game.
They won't let this one bother them. The Marlies will try to gain some life from it, though, as the lens of my glass falls out. Looks like play at the line. Be rejected out the center. Tracking it is McFall. Into the Penguins' end. Making one way, going the other. Good deception. They'll work it up for McFall. His cross ice pass go the whole way across. Gostick there to shove a Marley. Bouncing puck at center. Battled for. Gostick works his way through.
Oh, there's another high hit.
Penguins work it deep in the Marlies' end. A cross check coming on the Marlies, it looks like.
It looks like a good call, Jeremy. I saw that one.
Go, and they head back to the box right away for a cross check on Gostick. Gostick drawing a power play here for the Penguins.
We need to capitalize right here, Pens.
Put this one back in that 3-goal category. Would be big. It'll be Filiaggi. Real Evans, Villela star. Evans try to go back to the middle. It'll be the Marlies counterattacking. Through center. They're activating everybody here shorthanded. And the Penguins take advantage of this. force a turnover here, and fly back up the other direction. The Marlies will try to kill the puck in the corner. Good play here to waste time. Filiaggi will pull it out. Up for Real. Real has Evans, will find him. Evans in. Up top, behind the back, it'll come free to Filiaggi. I think he was trying for Real, missed that. Filiaggi switching with Evans. He'll play it over to him. Evans off the wall. Backside, and there it is!
Oh, there we go.
And it couldn't come for a better kid. That kid is set up. Jack Real has set up 37 assists this weekend. And Evans able to find him in front for the redirection as the real deal. Jack Real puts fries on his sandwich. It's a Pittsburgh goal.
Great job there, boys.
What a play. And the Penguins strike on the power play. Getting it right back.
I was feeling that one there, Jeremy.
And that comes Filiaggi with that down low pressure, finds Evans off the half wall. Evans attacks, draws some pressure, which frees up Real in front of the net, and he just redirects it right in.
Filiaggi was able to touch that one to eliminate the icing.
Back come the Marlies trying to close it back down, and ring one off the iron next to Fagan.
We had a leg pad, post, no goal.
Be cleared by the Penguins. Up past the Marlies, shouldn't be icing, it will not be. Keep losing this lens.
That one kept in there by Evans.
Now Filiaggi to the area behind. He'll play it off the back of the net. Evans will get to the puck. Chopping it back for Filiaggi. It'll elude him to find Real in the corner. Real back to the point. Kaminski cycles it down low. Filiaggi moving to it. Before it was even played, he was moving to it. Real there in support. Filiaggi will go off the back of the net, putting it out in front. It comes off the goaltender, off the hand of Real. Real twisting out of the corner. Banked behind Filiaggi. Evans following on. Cleared up and just out to center. Kaminski gathers. He'll put it in on what will be an offside play.
That one was almost put in by the undefensive player there for a second.
Penguins leading 4-1 here. Halfway through the third.
Tell you what, Jeremy, the Pens are looking strong today as of now and all weekend, to be honest with you.
And they had the tie last night, but still unbeaten on the weekend. And a weekend that sees some of the top team, this Marlies team, a top 10 team in Ontario. And we've got number 1 and 2 here in the U.S., the Caesars and Philly. Penguins will see Philly at 5:30 today, looking for a little retribution from their tournament loss in Buffalo.
That's going to be a huge game.
Yeah, the Commonwealth Clash. Battle of Pennsylvania. It'll be a neutral zone face-off this time for Paris. Gathered in by the Marlies, taken back by Julius. He'll fire it off the boards in front of the Penguins bench. E to D by Toronto. Up to the outside. It'll come off the stick of Shube. Gathered in by the fine wine. Back for Shuby. Shuby and Parrish play catch. As
Shuby's moving.
Fires down the boards. I love this. Look, you even hear the coaches there yelling D-side, D-side. Having these players get really good body position on these battles as a wrist shot's gloved by Fagan.
Fagan saw that one the whole way and said, not today, boys.
Looks like Michigan leading that team in the middle of the state. 7-3 with the ball at the 22-yard line. Wolverines, hopefully, they're trying not to get suspended at some point in time in this game for cheating.
6:48 left in the third here.
Penguins will clear their zone, and it'll be Gostick on the forecheck.
Gostick's got great speed.
He'll trade off for Carter. Carter and McElmurray teaming up now. As the Marlies try to counterattack the far side. Airing in front of the Penguins bench. Defended by Starr. They'll wrist one at Fagan, who's got it in the mid. Now we've got that catcher getting some work here.
Zeke's always had that strong glove. It's coming out here today, folks.
Elmery at the faceoff dot, able to win it to Starr. Just bulldog that puck.
Carter getting in on the action there along the boards.
Lella now, backhanding it up. The Penguins can't quite clear, but it'll come to Starr. Will he join the rush again? Penguin defenseman bumped over by the boards. A battle will occur at center. It'll be Starr coming away with it. Back to the line, and the Marlies would have been offsides, but the Penguins swipe it free. Can Gostick get to it? Uses the body, controls the puck, wrist one up high, and the goalie has to come up with a big-time save as he was looking for that short side corner, and he almost had it.
That was a heck of a shot there. And Starzy, the way he stayed with everything along the boards there, he is having an outstanding game today, Jeremy.
Stellar, and the compete level. There's just absolutely no quit in Jake Starr.
I think we're going to call that line the Blazing 7 line.
We got offensive zone face-off here. Del Murray and Gostick teaming up as Gostick fires one through the high slot. Marley's twisting, unable to get free. It'll be Carter keeping it in for the Pens. Looks like McElmurray lost his stick. He'll find it. As the Penguins hound this Marley breakout. They'll twist through at center, pulling it on what'll be a 1-on-2 here. As a balancing puck comes free, Gostick gets a stick to it. It'll be knocked away, but right to Kaminsky. He'll fire it off a defenseman at center. They'll dump it in.
Got an offside.
It'll be icing. Could be icing. I'm not sure what he's actually.
Intentional offsides?
No, they're going to call regular offsides, it looks like, which because of where the pass initiator, the contact initiator, it'll be outside of the Marley zone.
Evans having some conversation there with the referee.
Yeah,
Same with Filiaggi.
Evans is a referee, so, I mean, maybe they're trading secrets.
I love it.
Aufderheide will shoot it off of Filiaggi's glove, and it'll trickle in on net. A rolling puck as Real almost got to it.
Dangerous play there by the goalie.
Shot by Kaminsky, rebound in front, just goes by Real stick. Marlies will clear, but no further than Kaminsky. Good stick lift by Real. By Filiaggi. He tried to tap it through to Real. Kaminsky got the stick to it, but it comes right to a Marley who goes inside out move. And the backhander is gloved by Fagan again.
Not today, boys.
Touchdown, Michigan.
Against that other team in the
middle of the state of Pennsylvania. Yeah.
I think we have a common feeling here, Jeremy.
It'll be a D-zone draw for Filiaggi.
Nice face-off win by Filiaggi.
Clean, right to Aufderheide up the outside. And that defender was scared of Real's speed there. He had to back off that line. As it's played all the way across. He was worried Real was going to poke it by him, and that allowed the Penguins to clear the zone. The Marlies back in on an onside play. Rimmed all the way through. A centering pass will find its way out the center. As we've got 4:20 to play here in the third period.
Tried to wrap around it.
Oh, my goodness! That must be jammed, because I have never seen somebody jelly a puck in the net like that. Evans with his second, and the Penguins lead 5-1.
That was a sweet pass.
What a play by Real.
Wide open net. Cam capitalized on it.
Filiaggi took the high hit, all three of them touching the puck on that one again. It'll be Julius dumping it in.
No icing here.
Hit the 4-minute mark. McFall will deliver a body check along the wall. Puck will bounce free out the center. Up the outside, it's knocked free. Warner trying to get to the net, defended by a pair of Penguins, one of which Shuby runs into Zeke. But back come the Penguins. Julius taps it to McFall. McFall to his backhand. He'll backhand one. It'll go off of a stick. Up high. Takes a bump, stays right with it. Tries to center one for Paris. It'll be knocked out the center. Julius gathers the puck. He'll bank it off the boards. Into the corner. Here goes Shuby. Protect himself as he initiates contact. I love that. Initiate the physicality on the way into the puck.
Tied the puck up for a second.
Here's McFall with it. Poking it away is Paris as the Marlies struggle to get out of their own end. Up off the boards, it'll be the fine wine Merlot.
These Marlies are on their heels, Jeremy.
Paris darts in. Onside play. Paris all the way around behind. Looking, surveying the scene. He'll pull up, take one, maybe two hits, and stays right with the puck. They can't get it from him. Here's Starr tossing it down the boards. It'll come free to Paris again for a shot.
There's a shot by Paris.
Juby behind the net. Now McFall. Ball comes off the boards. Power move to the inside. He'll wrist one that comes off something and high and wide to the short side.
Tell you what, this forward lineup here has been getting some good pressure, Jeremy. McFall, Paris, Shuby.
Poke check by Starr as the Marlies leave one on top of the zone. They try to drive in a shot from the high slot. A big save by Fegan.
Great way to come back by Paris to help tie him up.
Starr, the shoot. Shoot. Indirect for Paris. Onside as he gathers it in. Tries to pull it to the middle. It'll be defended and cleared. Back through come the Marlies. Villela forces the player wide, and Fegan there to make the short side save.
Great
to the
teamwork.
Point for a shot that's gloved by Fegan.
Got a minute 47 left in the third. Your Penguins 5, Marlies 1. They are definitely in the groove, Jer.
It'll be McElmurray on the draw. He and Gostick out. One cleanly back to Ofterheide. A bouncing puck. Kaminsky chops it to the outside. As both players look like they're headed off.
Looks like we got 5-on-5 here with 2 going to the box. Coincidentals.
Players having a discussion. I think they're discussing what's on their Christmas list as they go to the bed.
That was quite comical. And they're still going. Parents in the stands are laughing too, Jeremy.
As Hartman will take a bump. 90 seconds to go in this one. Looks like the Penguins will emerge victorious. The only thing in doubt is the final score. Currently 5-1. He dumped to the corner. Kaminsky back to get it. He'll find McElmurray. Twisting in the defensive zone. Carrying all the way through the neutral zone and finding Hartman for a shot. Down low. Poked up by McElmurray. Comes away. He was able to center it right through the crease.
That was a great heads-up play by Cash to stay with it.
I love the lack of quit as Carter's tripped up on the play. No call, we play on. Poked away by Ofterheide. Gathered in by McElmurray. He'll slip a hit.
45 left in the period to go, folks.
Kaminsky, weave through. In on what'll be an offside play as Hartman was tied up at the line. The Marley player drags him off sides. We'll get a whistle.
Did you see the faces that they were making when they were going to the box there, Jeremy? That was comical.
Iliagi to take the face off here. 40 seconds remain. Real pokes the puck into the Marley end. Iliagi on the forecheck as the Marlies play catch in their own zone. 30 seconds remain. Penguins staying on that defensive side of the puck as Evans fires it in deep.
Great heads-up play. Keep it deep, boys.
Real look for Filiaggi. He was looking for the HT. Back come the Marlies through center. They'll dump it in. Good dump and chase. So the first one's to it, a centering pass. Bouncing puck. Knocked off the wall by Evans as time will wind down here at the Red Horse Center in Euclid, Ohio. The Penguins victorious over the Toronto Marlboros by a final of 5-1. That's a huge win.
That's a game. That was a game. I don't think the Marlies expected this today, Jeremy.
So they'll suffer their first loss of the weekend. The Marlies were undefeated 2-0. The Penguins moved to 2-0-1. And a big cross Commonwealth clash coming next